Hey guys, Tatiana Ward here. So it is a rainy, overcast day. It was just a gloomy, doomy day. And to make matters worse, my poor baby is sick. Grandmom's taking care of her for now. So I wanted to bring you this video. So how many of you have heard about this Ilmakiage? It's all over social media right now. Everybody's talking about it. For those of you who've been watching my Wegovy updates, maybe you don't realize that my channel started out many years ago as a makeup channel. I've been a professional makeup artist for over like 15 years, and the bulk of my following has come from makeup. This is what folks are used to around here, so I hope that you would enjoy something like this as well. And if you haven't been watching my Wegovy updates, for those of you who've been here for so long, I started taking the injection Wegovy, which is a weight loss injection. If you want to check that out and how that's going for me, I'll put a link in this video. But as for now, I'm going to be trying out this foundation, the Woke Up Like This foundation, as well as the concealer that they offer. And what you're gonna see next is me and one of my good girlfriends on our way to the drugstore because we are both actually gonna try this out. She purchased this first, and then I decided that I wanted to try it because I had seen it all over social media. And so you're gonna hear from both of us. We both have similar types of skin, but also pretty different skin. Not only because she's white and I'm black, but we're also two different ages. She's a little bit younger than me. I would say that her skin is maybe a little bit more porous than mine. So we may have different outcomes on how we feel about this foundation. I don't know if I said this yet. We're comparing it to L'Oreal True Match, which is a drugstore kind of tried and true foundation. And it'll be interesting for you guys to see, you know, we may vary in our opinions. You'll just have to stay tuned to see. But back to the Ilmakiage. So they have really good online marketing. Like, people are putting the foundation on and they swipe their face and it's just like it matches perfectly. You go on to their website, you take a little quiz, and apparently like they send you the perfect match. Another good thing about this Ilmakiage is that they send you full-size samples. So basically for the two products that I showed you, I paid shipping and that's it. It's a full-size concealer, it's a full-size foundation. I paid like $6, and then within like 2 weeks, if you like the foundation, they charge you the full amount, which is about $80. L'Oreal True Match, with both the foundation and concealer, I think it was like under $30, which kind of still blows my mind that drugstore foundation and concealer combination can be $30. Like, and I say that in like not a good way, because damn. But when you compare it to, you know, a brand like Ilmakiage or even middle of the road foundation that's not Givenchy and Chanel is like $40 to $50. So it is still, drugstore is cheaper when you're getting two products for a little bit less than $30. So anyway, stay tuned. Next up, you're going to see myself and my friend who, both of our little girls are the same age. We are literally neighbors. Like, our backyards are joined, and our daughters are best friends, and they do a lot of things together. We're together a lot of the time. You're going to see us taking the girls because we are two very busy mommies, and the girls came with us to go foundation shopping for the L'Oreal True Match at CVS. So come with us as we try these two foundations out and compare them. Oh, hey, Maya, you want to say, hey guys?
Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
This is my neighbor Kelly. All right, so let's look at what I would think is a good match for you, Kelly.
Okay.
I always suggest to go slightly darker than what you think you would be. I almost feel like I'm spot on here, actually.
Probably.
All right.
You want to know what I would have picked?
What?
If I had to guess, we'd be like over here.
Girl, what?
I know. This is why you know.
Mama, my dance is not beautiful because he's not seeing that.
Your dance
Did you
isn't
say your
beautiful?
dance isn't beautiful? Did you see it? It's the most gorgeous thing I've ever laid eyes on. Let me see it again, my hair. Show me, please. You had the nerve to tell her that wasn't beautiful?
Okay, everybody's got a beautiful dance, all right? My theory is that you go darker than you think you are because the concealer is going to brighten it all up anyway, and then I'm going to blend into the neck. I think I'll go here and then we're gonna get concealer.
We should stick with True Match, right?
Right. Okay, guys, it's super early in the morning here, and we're gonna bring out our True Match that we both got. I am putting mine on with a beauty blender, and Kelly's doing the same. I find that the color's matching pretty good. I like to press it into the skin, and then I'm gonna move on to my True Match. The True Match is just a little bit lighter, and I'm gonna apply that in all the areas that I need to conceal and highlight. So dark circles under the eye, first and foremost, of course. It's my first time using the True Match concealer. Kelly, I kind of walk through like what she should be doing because she's not a big makeup person. So she's not like a professional or anything, but I told her, you know, these are the places that you should be putting it. And I'd say she followed directions so well that she even put it above the lip, and I forgot to do that. I like to contour my nose, or highlight my nose, I should say, just a little bit. And this is my favorite blush right now. It's Morphe, it's cream, and I just put it on with my fingers. I'm a huge finger applicator kind of girl. Kelly is going to use e.l.f.'s setting powder, and I'm going to stick with my True Blue Translucent Honey from Laura Mercier. Any silicone-based translucent powder will do just fine. I like to press that into the skin, putting that all over, and just setting every surface of my face. Now I'm going to use my NARS brow pencil. It's my favorite. I would say like a long time ago, I kind of replaced my MAC spiked pencil with this pencil from NARS. And this is contour time. So I'm just going to powder contour, and Kelly's going to do the same right in the hollows of the cheek. So these are my lashes, my Oyen lashes, and my Pro Clear magnetic eyeliner from my own brand at BEATFACEHONEY.com. I love my clear eyeliner, even though it's magnetic. There is some stick to it, so you could just put it on, and you don't even necessarily have to have a magnetic lash in order for it to work. You just can adhere it with the stickiness. I don't like to put eyeliner on because it closes off my eye too much as I get older. So this is the perfect liner for lashes. I'm using Man Eater mascara from Tarte, and I just am coating my lashes. Gonna let my hair down, and my favorite lipstick that's creamy and it's just perfect. It's from Huda. All right, so that completes the look. Here's my hair. She's coming in right before her gym class, and this is the way the look turned out. I'm gonna wear it for the rest of the day, and Kelly and I are gonna come to you and tell you what we think of its results. Okay, guys, so it has been about 8 hours. Like, we both did our makeup this morning at about 8 o'clock, and it is now 4 o'clock. I think our makeup held up pretty good. I really didn't do any touch-ups to my face. And on Kelly, I didn't add any. When I say touch-ups, I just mean like adding powder to take away shine, or, you know, there was blotchiness that I had to apply more of something to in order to correct. So we didn't do any of those things, but I did put on some eyebrows for Kelly. But I would say that our makeup held up pretty good for an 8-hour wear. I already knew that I liked. You've never tried True Match, have you?
I never have.
What do you think?
I like it. I think it held up well.
That color is still working for you?
I thought it was going to be way too dark.
By the way, we spent the day out of the house. It's not like we were just inside. We took our daughters to their gym class, and then we had like a mommy meetup that we always have every week after gym class. So this 8-hour day was spent out of the house, not at home.
Lot of yelling.
A lot of yelling.
A lot of fighting, breaking up of fights.
As you can see, our children love to fight, but they also love each other a whole lot. So, but the way that you pick out foundations, and I explain it like this all the time, it's like the reverse of nail polish, where when you get a bottle of nail polish, you already know that putting one coat onto your fingernails is not going to give you the color of the bottle. You have to add multiple layers. Well, with foundation, just look at it and assume that one thin layer is not going to show up like it does in the bottle. So go a little bit darker so that when you add that one thin layer, it is still dark enough.
And you're blending into the neck and using that concealer.
Yep, to balance everything out. That was 8 hours of the L'Oreal True Match. Tomorrow, Kelly and I aren't going to be together, but we're going to do the same for the Ilmakiage. We're going to wear that all day and see what our results are. Both of us have what we would consider combination skin. Kelly, do you feel like your skin gets like super oily or super dry?
No, not particularly one of either. I think just naturally as the day goes on, I start to notice typical spots get a little bit more oily, my forehead and my nose, and but otherwise, no, I don't think I have particularly oily or dry skin.
I would say both of us. I do get a little oily in my nose, in my T-zone kind of thing, maybe on the chin, maybe tops of the cheeks I'll get a little oily, but nothing crazy. So for this being an inexpensive foundation, I already knew what the results were going to be because I've used this product for so long. I've kept it in my kit at certain points in my career. I've used it on myself. So I'm interested to see how that holds up and what the consistency is in comparison to the L'Oreal True Match. So make sure that you guys stay tuned to see those results coming up next. All right, so I'm not going to bore you with the whole application of the Ilmakiage, but I want you to see the consistency. I immediately thought that it was a little too sheer for my liking. Tell me in the comments below what you think about mine and Kelly's matchup. Do you think that our colors were spot on? Tell me what you think. Also, with the concealer, I immediately with Kelly's noticed that it's balancing what I thought was a little too yellow for the foundation. It's beginning to balance it out. But with mine, I just felt like it wasn't enough coverage. I had to keep building it and building it. So that was, again, being a little too sheer for my liking. And now I'm going to let Kelly tell you first her thoughts on how the makeup held up.
Hey guys, I made it to New York. I am enjoying a cold and kind of gray but beautiful lake view right now. I wanted to catch up with you about how the Ilmakiage held up today. Have to say, I think it might be a little bit better. I put it on at about 9, maybe 9:30 this morning. It's now 5:30 and I think it just held up a little bit better. I'm seeing in kind of the areas that tend to get a little more oily throughout the day, maybe I am seeing less dissipation of the foundation on my skin in those areas, my forehead, under my eyes, this area here. So I don't know that it's worth the price difference necessarily, but I do think at the end of the day, the Ilmakiage held up just a little better than the True Blend. I was unsure about the color match when I first applied it. I don't know if it shifted as the day went on. As I wore it later on in the day, I started to be more okay with the color match. I do think it was a pretty good match. So I'll let you have a look, see what you think.
Okay, guys, so let's wrap this thing up. I didn't wear this as long as I did the L'Oreal True Match, but I have worn it in the past. This was not my first time wearing it. Those of you who saw my last Wegovy update, I wore it all day that day, so I already knew that it was going to hold up pretty good. I want to start out with the pros. I would say the biggest pro of this foundation overall is simply the color match. So I did the online quiz and Kelly did the online quiz, and both of us got matching foundations. That alone is a massive selling point. If you struggle to find the right color foundation for you, or if you go to the store and you get overwhelmed at all of your options, this is awesome. I might even go as far to say that it is 100% worth it just for that, for those of you who struggle to find your foundation match. So I think it's safe to say, you know, we are two very different colors. I think that's the biggest sell on it. It also wears nicely throughout the day. With that said, I don't struggle with finding my foundation color. I can go into a store and I can find the color that best works for me. I can go into a drugstore and find a foundation that I like a little bit better for less of a price tag. So the two biggest pros are the color match and it is an all-day wear foundation. That said, it is not as full coverage as I would want it to be. It's a little too sheer for me. I have super dark under eye circles, I like a thicker, creamier coverage. L'Oreal True Match is a thicker coverage, and especially the concealer was a little bit thicker. That said, neither one of these concealers are my favorite. I like a more cream concealer like MAC Studio Finish, but both of them held up all day to what I would consider, you know, a good long wear concealer. I would stick with L'Oreal True Match. But what works for me doesn't work for the next person. So just because my preference is a more full coverage concealer and foundation does not discredit the Ilmakiage. It's a good foundation. What I look at is, will it last you all day? Will it get blotchy? Will it run? This is not a bad foundation at all. It's just not the coverage that I want. It all depends on what makes sense to you and what works for you. It is a good foundation though. Make sure to like and subscribe, and please comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Ilmakiage. Did the color match for you when you got it? Was it the kind of coverage that you were looking for? I want to know your thoughts down below. What other kind of comparisons do you want to see? I'd love to start making more videos for you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you back here real soon. Bye.